Hey, oh boys, we got a date. Everything's looking good for this very next major PlayStation 5 digital disc as well as Xbox Series X and S restock going on with the retailer. I feel like we haven't had a major restock in quite some time, whether besides maybe the Amazon drop that happened a few days ago. So the fact that we have this pretty much like 99.9999, just round up to 100% confirmed for this upcoming days. I'm very, very excited for this drop to go on over here, and hopefully all of you guys watching this video will have a chance to go get your consoles, and hopefully will actually go get them in the first place. Throughout this video, I'm going to give you guys the times, the actual dates, the overall stock expectancy, regions that we've seen a lot of major stock. Let me give some credit towards the people in the restock community overall, and of course, as well, we also give some like major tips as well for all of you guys. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and I really hope you guys do go get your consoles in general. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for Sony news, PS5 news, restock news, Xbox news, whatever it is. As well, also make sure you guys are subscribed for the PS5 giveaway. It's our fourth one that's ongoing right now. We also do have also our Amazon links down below if you guys want to check and see for warehouse sales or cancellations or whatever. We also have the Twitter and Twitch stream also linked down below. We also do have the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Those are always linked down below. You guys all so much for watching. Let's actually dive in this video itself. So in case you guys are curious on what the major PS5 restock is, it seems like we have major confirmations for this upcoming, it seems, Wednesday or Thursday. We'll dive into it. Looks like the more so factored days on Wednesday. There's always a chance it might be slightly delayed or whatever, but Wednesday is the major date we keep on seeing when it comes to all the restocks. So kind of give you guys the proof or thoughts. We have a lot to kind of talk about on this one, times, etc. You guys can always use the timestamps if you guys want to, but as you guys have maybe been seeing throughout our past few videos, we have had confirms from our own Target employee contacts that stock is in hand. We've actually had stock even arrive, I think some of it today, but we also have a lot more also throughout the dates. If you guys saw our previous videos, we saw stock from today. We also had numbers on Tuesday and Wednesday, which is why there's maybe a very, very small chance it's up on Thursday. But typically, whenever it came to all these other previous restocks, if you guys have been watching our videos for the past few months, typically on the very last date that we kind of see from like all the employee contacts we have, that is typically the very last date itself, that usually when the drop actually happens, because at that point, all the stores should have stock and it should be sitting there in their like shelves for them to actually go and sell. As we guys know, it's a Target walk. You basically order online and you go to your local store to go pick up. So they actually have to have the stock physically there to go and, well, actually sell you guys the consoles. So overall, like as I mentioned, we saw a lot of stuff up on Monday. We also, I myself, for my own context, have Tuesday and Wednesday dates. So I do think this Wednesday date's looking very, very likely. If you guys want to have the expected times, this always could be subject to change, by the way. Sometimes they do mix it around a little bit, but typically Target's been very good in terms of leaks and dates. If you guys ever check on all of our previous videos and also with the collective PlayStation 5 restock community, we're usually pretty good at fine-tuning all these major dates together. So I would probably go and expect up on Wednesday at any time between 7 to 9 a.m. EST. Depending on who you ask, it's usually around somewhat give or take. But I think the last one was around like 7:30 or so to like the 8 o'clock range EST. So that's probably the more so pinpoint time. I'd try to go and guesstimate around that range within like hour and a half range or so. So some of you guys don't know on that, use that as your kind of rough time frame. But it could be a little bit earlier, could be a little bit later, or they could completely go and maybe throw a fastball and maybe do it up on Thursday. Now, everyone else is saying Wednesday. I can pretty much agree on that because all the information, as I mentioned, from employees, employee contacts, and everything we've talked to has been up on Wednesday. And as I mentioned before in our previous videos, we do have confirmations that Target employees have had stock. They actually had a few shipments beforehand too as well, and all the major ones are happening pretty much as of now. So basically today, tomorrow, and all that. I'll maybe give you guys an update tomorrow if all of my contacts do actually have stock. As I mentioned, most of my contacts are more so getting stuff up on Tuesday, but we saw even stuff over from Jake itself. I can try to pull it up in a second if you guys give me a moment. That basically had the dates more so up on this as of today. But all my contacts I've had so far have not gotten any stock, but more so just based on all this stuff we've seen. This is from Jake himself. And also, pretty much whenever Jake goes and says something, we give him the thumbs up and give him the credit. But when it comes to this, we actually do have stock on hand with the 10 on the way on 04/26, which is today. So in all things actually should have theoretically gone good. There should be 13 stock on hand when it comes to Target itself. We also did see confirmations for other things too as well with the Xboxes, etc. So letting you guys know up on that one. But just in case you guys don't believe me, I always feel bad because I'm always like worried that someone just thinks I'm like capping or whatever. So this is why I like to show other people's sources too. Like Jake, very trustworthy. Whenever I've talked to him, love the guy. Spiel Times as well. Also put some stuff out. I'll show you guys in a second as well. But it's more so kind of like giving you guys my stuff and then also being like, hey, here's other stuff going on too. So you guys can be like, all right, this is pretty much confirmed. So you guys can kind of have, it's like making a research paper. You have one quote, it's not bad. You get 5. Okay, it's looking pretty good. So letting you guys know in terms of that, Wednesday, be on the lookout when it comes to those early morning hours. It could be potentially maybe slightly delayed depending on just when they decide to release it, or maybe slightly a little bit earlier, a little bit later. But that's like usually based on the previous target time frames. Wednesday around like the 6 to 10 a.m. range, usually a bit more on the earlier. I'll make a little bit bigger just in case, but usually a bit earlier as well, EST. Now, as I mentioned too as well, we've actually had a few different other things as well confirming this stuff, like even Jake himself said target update date, target is scheduled to drop Wednesday, April 28th. And like I said, like I could always just go and be an easy, like lazy YouTuber and just be like, yes, but all the other people we've talked to, you guys can check my bajillions of videos we've done on these topics. We've met so many target employees. We've shown leaks and everything. We also have, like I said, other various information also supporting this up too to kind of go and solidify this up. He also, for me, I just have random employees with the actual shipping things. He actually has more, so at least turn off what he's saying. Actual corporate only to high level employees. These emails will never include the time, but it's almost always between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. EST. So you guys know all up on that one. We also have Spiel Times themselves. I'm just trying to give credit towards everyone up here. We've been saying this. You guys can check my videos for the past like 4 days. Even I think yesterday as well. I'll give you guys the same dates. But we also are seeing other people like Spiel Times saying that they actually are getting stock. Stores around the Southwest and Midwest regions have received stock, and each store has around 12 to 24 PS5s. And this time around, there are more PS5 disc versions in stock compared to digital. It's always more so stock on that, just saying. Always seems very, very high up on the disc itself. So letting you guys know, we actually, at least for all my sources, we still have not seen any PS5 digital shown on up myself, but I'm sure they're kind of probably shown on up or whatever. But I have not seen any from all my contact sources. They may show up tomorrow, they may show up whatever. So I'll let you guys know. The PS5 digitals are always a little more on the sketchy side, but we have seen multiple confirmations on the discs. Some places already have it, and some people are getting it in the next like tomorrow. So if anything, I'll give you guys an update tomorrow, as long as we have some good updates on the stock and kind of remind people about the drop tomorrow if it happens. But as I mentioned, we've had multiple different other people confirm it. You guys can check my videos for the past few days if you guys don't believe me too as well, that we've been watching this topic for a while. And as well, when it comes to stock actually does seem a little bit more on the lower end in comparison to all of these places. The stock does seem a little bit more lower just based on everything we've seen from employees, from stock numbers, from warehouses, whatever it is, and also based on the previous other big retailers such as Walmart and Best Buy. It also does seem like stock is a little bit more on the scarce side. So just in case this drop is a little bit more on the lower side when it comes to Xboxes or PS5s or digitals, just be aware it might be a little bit more lower than the usual target drops. But it should still be a good drop and should be hopefully get a lot of you guys consoles as well, especially if you guys are on top of this and trying your best to actually go and get it. As well, when it comes to overall stuff, I always have questions on this. It should be a national drop. Some regions may have more stock depending on which region you are in. We've kind of been noticing that it kind of does seem a little bit more on the regional side. So I will go and say you could potentially be in a more bigger region if you have not had a lot of target drops or very small target drops before. It's always a nice thing if you have, so then just be in the extra lookout. And as well, it should be a national drop, so everywhere in America should be receiving consoles from Target itself. And also, it does usually do in waves. It usually does have a PS5 disc into digitals, into Xbox Series S's and X's. So usually, basically, like if you're waiting for any of the consoles, wait within like a 10-minute period, and they do typically go and show on up, depending on the order and all of that. As well, it is also on order online, in-store pickup, so you have to pick your local area. If you guys also want to, make sure you guys have your zip codes and your payment informations, your account, your everything, your app, all situated, all updated with all of your payment information all set, because it is usually kind of nice to have that all situated. But as well, also make sure whenever you guys are buying the console itself, you go and you have the proper zip code selected, so you're not buying a console 300 miles away. Or also, just in case your local store has no stock, know which ones are kind of near you within like a 50-mile radius that you would not mind driving to go get your console. Like I said, is like you order online, pick it up at your local store, but you can also pick it up on stores farther away. We do usually recommend the apps. The apps are usually pretty good, but at the same time, last time I did a Target drop, it was actually fine on the website. I think the app is usually a little bit better. You could always have a red card, even though I don't recommend it. You can also go get this all through without just having your account all set on up. And also, if you guys ever have a weird bank or credit card, make sure you guys know that your bank is gonna be like you're accepting higher payment options. Just because for that, we've always had issues with that throughout the past like 6 months of people trying to get consoles, is sometimes it gets canceled or sometimes it just doesn't go through. And by the time it doesn't go through, you basically lost your console. So just be on the lookout for that. But overall, as I mentioned, looks very good. We've had a lot of employee stock. We've had a lot of employee leaks. As I mentioned, I'll maybe let you guys know tomorrow if there is any more big major stock happening. Whenever I pretty much have a confirmation for my employees, I can 100% get on board. Not that I'm going to say anything bad about the other restock boyos. Just, I always like to see my own stuff for my own contacts because they've been very reliable. But everyone else in the restock community has always been very on top of it and very reliable as well. So I would definitely go and take their word as a, good. I trust it. I trust it a lot. So especially Wednesday morning, upcoming Wednesday morning, 6 to 10 a.m., give or take, depending on your time zone, EST. So it's a little bit earlier for the PST boys, up in Cali and stuff, but it should be okay-ish if you guys are waking up for work or just want to wake up really early if you guys are late night owls like me, and go and see if you guys can try to go get your consoles. It's not 100% set in stone because it could always maybe change up, but it's looking very likely on Wednesday. And if not on Wednesday, it's on Thursday. But it's like 99% on Wednesday. So that should be the major dates. We'll kind of remind you guys tomorrow. We'll give you guys updates tomorrow as well. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. But like I said, major good stuff going on here. I love seeing the restock community always kind of come together too. And I think a lot of people have had good information for this drop as well. So major love to all of them, Jake Spiel and all of them included as well. So hope you guys will enjoy it. Hope you guys will get your consoles. Very hyped up to go and see this. And I love more confirmed drops. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We'll have more restock news for tomorrow and also maybe more Target updates too as well. So stay on tune for that. Like this video for sure for a confirmed drop as well. We have the Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc and digital. If you want to go check for warehouses or whatever you guys want to go and do for canceled orders. The Twitter and Twitch stream, if you guys would like to follow, definitely follow up the Twitter. And of course, the Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. Let's go just have a good day. Good news. Awesome news. Have a good rest of your nights. I love you guys. See you guys up in the next one.